Hello guys, this is the second part of this project on how to use Ansible to install Jenkins on an EC2 instance. Now that we have created the Ansible playbook, the next thing we will do is add this playbook to our Ansible server. To add the playbook to our Ansible server, let's go to the Management Console. In the Management Console, select the EC2 dashboard and select Instances. We stopped our Ansible machine in the last lecture, so the first thing we have to do is start it. I'll select it and select Instance State and click Start Instance. The Ansible machine is now running, so the next thing we need to do is SSH into it and add our playbook. To SSH into it, I'll select it and copy the public IPv4 address. I'm going to use PuTTY to SSH into this EC2 instance. In PuTTY, I'm going to enter the host name, which is ec2-user at the public IPv4 address I just copied. Once you have added the host name, we will click the plus sign under SSH and select auth, then browse to the location of your private key pair. This is my private key pair. I'll select it and click open. Then click open and select yes. Once you SSH into your Ansible server, it will bring you to the home directory. To show you that I am in the home directory, I'm going to type pwd and press enter. And here you can see I am in the home directory. Remember, in the previous lecture, we created our Ansible inventory file and the playbook in our home directory. So if we type ls and press enter, you will see our playbook, inventory file, and Ansible configuration file in the home directory. The next thing we will do is create another playbook in the home directory to install Jenkins. To create the playbook, we will type sudo vi and the name of the playbook. Remember, we call the playbook Install Jenkins.yml, so we will type it here. This is the command we will use to create our new playbook on the Ansible server. It is sudo vi install jenkins.yml. Press enter. I'm going to drag this down so you can see it better. Once you are in the VI editor, press I on your keyboard to go to insert mode. Once you press I, you will see insert down here. Then the next thing I want you to do is open the playbook we just created. Once you have opened the playbook, press Ctrl A to select everything in this file and right click to copy. Once you have copied everything in this file, come back to PuTTY and paste it in there. Once you've pasted, press escape on your keyboard, then type :WQ exclamation mark. If you look down here, you will see it, :WQ exclamation mark. This means write quit and press enter. And there you go. We have successfully created the playbook on the Ansible server. To see the playbook, type ls and press enter. And you can see the playbook here. To see the content of the playbook, type cat and the name of the playbook, which is Install Jenkins.yml. Once you type it, press enter. And there you go. You can see the content of the playbook. Now that we have created the playbook, the next thing we will do is launch the EC2 instance we want to install Jenkins on. So let's go back to the Management Console and click Launch Instance. Under Names and Tags, we are going to call it Jenkins Server. Then scroll down. Under Application and OS Images, select the Quick Start tab. On the Quick Start tab, select Amazon Linux and make sure you have selected Amazon Linux 2. It is free tier. Then scroll down. Under Instance Type, make sure you have selected T2 Micro It is also the free tier. Then scroll down. Under key pair, select the drop down and select your Ansible public key pair. Then scroll down. Under network settings, click edit. We are going to launch this EC2 instance in our default VPC. Make sure you select your default VPC. And for subnet, select this drop down and choose any subnet you want. I'm going to select US East 1B. Then scroll down. Under Firewall Security Group, select an existing security group and select this drop down. Then select the Server Security Group. Then scroll down. These are all the settings we need for this EC2 instance. Under Summary, click Launch Instance. We have successfully launched the EC2 instance. To see the instance, click View All Instances. And I'm going to click Refresh here. And there you go. You can see the Jenkins server. Now that the instance state of the Jenkins server has changed to running, we are going to add the private IP address of this Jenkins server to our Ansible inventory file. To add the private IP address, select it and copy the private IPv4 address. Then come back to PuTTY. In PuTTY, the first thing I'm going to do is clear my screen. And I'm going to type ls to list what is in my directory. This is our Ansible inventory file. The next thing we want to do is add the private IP address of our Jenkins server to the inventory file. To add the IP address to the inventory file, we will type sudo vi inventory. Once you type sudo vi inventory, press enter. The IP address that I currently have in my inventory file are the IP address of the EC2 instances we launched in the previous lecture. We already terminated those EC2 instances. So in this lecture, I'm just going to delete this IP address. To delete the IP address, I'm going to type I for insert. Then I'm going to come all the way down and I'm going to press backspace to remove the IP address. And the next thing we will do is enter the private IPv4 address of the Jenkins server in the inventory file. Remember when we were creating our playbook? Under host, we call our host Jenkins server. So what I want you to do is copy the host name you entered here. Once you've copied, come back to PuTTY. Then I want you to type a bracket and paste that name there and enter another bracket. So it should look like this and press enter. Then we are going to copy the private IPv4 address of the Jenkins server and come back to PuTTY and paste it there. So what this means is any IP address that is listed under Jenkins server, these are the EC2 instance we will run the playbook on. According to our playbook, we want to run the playbook on any host that we call Jenkins server. So since we have Jenkins server here, any IP address we list under it, Ansible is going to run the playbook on those EC2 instances. This is all we need to do to update the inventory file. We are going to press escape on the keyboard, then type $WQ! And press enter. We have successfully updated our inventory file. To see the content of the inventory file, if you type cat and inventory and press enter, you will see that we have updated the content of the inventory file. I'm going to clear the screen and press enter. Then I'll type ls again to show you what is in the directory. The next thing we need to do is update our ansible.cfg file. Remember when you SSH into an EC2 instance for the first time, it will ask you a question about the key pair. Let me show you what I mean. Let's execute our playbook to install Jenkins on the EC2 instance. To execute the playbook, we will type Ansible playbook and the name of the playbook we want to execute. This is the command we will use to execute our playbook. It is Ansible playbook and the name of the playbook we want to execute, which is Install Jenkins.yml. Press enter. And this is what I mean. When you SSH into an EC2 instance for the first time, you always get this question. And you have to type yes or no to accept it. But since we are using Ansible to SSH into our EC2 instance, we don't want to interact with the terminal to type yes or no. We want the process to be automatic. So what we have to do is update our ansible.cfg file and add host key check-ins equals false to it. So for now, I'm going to type no here and press enter. Then I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to type ls again to show the files in my directory. Then we are going to modify our ansible.cfg file. To modify this file, we will type sudo vi and the name of the file. It is ansible.cfg and press enter. In this file, we are going to add another value at the bottom. So press I to go to insert mode and press enter. And here we will add a default value called host key check-in. Type the host key check-in like this. Once you've typed it, enter another space and equal sign and space again. Then for the value, we will enter false. This is what we will enter in this file. Make sure you enter host key check-in equals false. Once you've entered it, press escape on your keyboard. Then we will enter colon, WQ, exclamation mark, and press enter. To see the content of the ansible.cfg file, type cat ansible.cfg and press enter. And you can see the value we just add is there. Now that we have added the default value to the ansible.cfg file, we can execute our playbook. To execute the playbook to install Jenkins on the EC2 instance, we are going to type Ansible playbook. Once you type Ansible playbook, enter another space and type the name of the playbook you want to execute. The name of the playbook is Install Jenkins.yml. Once you type Ansible playbook and the name of the playbook, which is Install Jenkins.yml, press enter. And there you go. We are now executing the playbook. You can see for the task to update the EC2 instance, that was successful. Then we have added the Jenkins repo. The task was successful. For the task to import the key file, that was also successful. And next, we have the task to update the EC2 instance. That is also successful. And now it is installing Java. And that is successful. And next, it is installing Jenkins. We will give it some time to finish installing it. For the task to install Jenkins, you can see that is also successful. And for the next task, it is starting the Jenkins service. Anytime you run your Ansible playbook and you see the output of your task in either green or yellow, that means that task ran successfully. The playbook has run successfully, and for the last task, start Jenkins, that was also successful. So the next thing we need to do is go in the management console. In the management console, select your Jenkins server and copy the public IPv4 DNS name. Then let's open a new web browser and paste it in there. Remember to access Jenkins, we will access Jenkins on port 8080. So here we will enter colon 8080. Once you enter colon 8080, press enter. And there you go. We have now successfully installed Jenkins on our EC2 instance using the Ansible playbook. To finish our installation, the next thing we need to do is get the initial admin password from the Jenkins server. To get the initial admin password from the Jenkins server, we will use our Ansible machine to SSH into the Jenkins server. So let's go to the EC2 management console. Then we will copy the private IPv4 address of our Jenkins server then open PuTTY, and I'm going to clear the screen here. Remember, currently we are in the Ansible machine and we want to SSH into the Jenkins server from the Ansible machine. So all you have to do is type SSH space and paste the IP address of the Jenkins server next to it. Once you've pasted the IP address of the Jenkins server, press enter. We have successfully SSH into the Jenkins server from the Ansible machine. You can tell we are in the Jenkins server because currently I've selected the Jenkins server here. If you look at the private IPv4 address, it is the same as the EC2 instance we are currently in. Now that we are in our Jenkins server, we need to get the initial admin password. To get the initial admin password, let's go to the Jenkins documentation. In the Jenkins documentation, scroll down here. In the Jenkins documentation, this is the command we will use to get the initial admin password. Select it and copy it, then come back to PuTTY and paste it in here and press enter. And there you go. This is the initial admin password. I'm going to select it. Once you select it, press Ctrl C to copy it. And once you have copied it, come back to your Jenkins setup and paste it in here. Once you paste the password, press continue. And on this page, we are going to click Install Suggested Plugins. It is now installing the suggested plugins, but we'll give it some time to finish installing it. On this page, we will create our first admin user. So I'm going to enter a username here. And next, I'm going to enter a password and confirm the password. Then I'm going to enter a full name. And I'm going to enter my email. Once you've entered your admin information, click Save and Continue. Then click Save and Finish. On this page, click Start using Jenkins. This is how you use Ansible to install Jenkins on an EC2 instance. The next thing I want you to do is clean up. So let's go back to our management console. And we are going to terminate our Jenkins server. So make sure you select your Jenkins server, not the Ansible server, the Jenkins server, and select Instance State and click Terminate Instance. Then click Terminate. So that you don't keep your EC2 instance running, we are going to stop our Ansible machine. So what I want you to do is first, let's refresh. And you can see we are shutting down the Jenkins server. Next, we are going to stop the Ansible machine. So I'm going to select it, select Instance State, and click Stop Instance. Then click Stop. This is how you use Ansible to install Jenkins on an EC2 instance. If you have any questions or there's any part of this tutorial you don't understand, please leave your comments below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye.